Yo, in the AI age, will the real humans please stand up? Stand up.
Can we define what is an insight in the age of AI?
An insight still means the same thing that it meant yesterday and the day before that. I think how you get to the insight is really what has been augmented through AI. So our ability to, how I talk about this with my team perpetually is that I want my team to become editors, not authors. And that's really what AI has allowed us to do.
My definition of insight is a little bit cheeky. I think it just got two words: retrospectively self-evident. Yeah. I would say these two words are mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive. Now, why do I say this is a good definition of insight? Because if I tell you that this is an insight, you should look at me and say, duh, that's obvious. That means it is self-evident. Then my next question to you would be, did you know that before I told you this? And if you say, no, then it is retrospectively so, because it is something that actually connected with you to such an extent that you felt it was an obvious thing, but you did not know about it till I told you that. And that, to me, when you can create that moment, when you can create that experience for someone, then you know that you have a really powerful insight. And AI, can spit out a lot of things. But that's why you should ask yourself a question. It has given you a beautifully summarized version of all the stuff that it goes through. I wanted to use a different S word, but it goes through a lot of stuff, and then it spits out something. Then at that stage, you ask yourself a question. You have to distill it. That's why the editors kick in. Yeah, the editors kick in and then distill that into something that you look at it and say, is it self-evident? Is it retrospectively so? Then you have an insight. AI as yet does not do that.
For me, the key word really that connects what AI does very well and where an insight is framing. And that's what humans can do uniquely, which is you can situate interesting data or facts or even early insights in someone's lived experience. You can then elevate that to make it useful for a business.
Me, I find that insight is used very liberally. Everything is an insight because, essentially, if you're looking at multiple data points, you connect it and you say this is an insight. I don't think that it is. And honestly, when it comes to all of the LLMs today, and I have the time to play around, so I've been playing around a lot, and I find that if I can shift my prompt and say, I want this provocation, could I actually take this story and say, you will see a completely different story emerge. Honestly, you can use the data to tell the story that you want.
AI is talking, but who's thinking?